Can you imagine driving down the road and seeing a car with no driver? Today, AAA sponsored a seminar talking about the possibility of driverless cars coming to our area. News Channel 2's Brent Carney spoke with local elected officials about their thoughts on the technology.
It's a sequence of events that we go through every single day as drivers. Now imagine taking the keys and handing it to a computer.
That's exactly what they were talking about today at Mohawk Valley Community College. AAA sponsoring a seminar talking about the future of autonomous vehicles.
We feel it's important to have a discussion about this because we see about them in the news all the time. And you see a lot of automated vehicle activity in larger cities. But we're kind of concerned about smaller and rural communities and making sure we don't get left out of the equation and make sure that the needs of our community are being met.
Today's seminar touched on various aspects of how the cars would affect the roadways. Experts say the list of ways they will be useful are endless.
But what if you owned an automated car and drops you off from work and does your errands for you? These are all possible possibilities.
But the list of concerns are just as long, mainly with liability.
There's going to be economic impact, environmental impact, but the most important of this is public safety, because you're talking about people's lives and you want to ensure whatever is put in place ensures that.
The technology is already here. Companies such as Tesla, Uber, and Google already either have or are developing these self-driving cars. But before they can become legal here in the Mohawk Valley and throughout New York State, there's a lot of work that Congress and the Senate need to do.
So for instance, in New York, we have that you have to have one hand on a wheel. Now, obviously, if you're in an automated vehicle, that wouldn't be necessary. But yet, on the other hand, we have to ensure there's some safeguards there. So
we are still a ways away from legal, fully autonomous vehicles being tested and then used in New York State. But Oneida County has gone through this type of process before.
You know, that's the same process we took to get the drone business here. Now we're one of 7 drone testing sites in the United States. So I think Oneida County is primed for this. I know the county executive and administration is excited to help with this. Certainly Senator Griffo and Congressman Brindisi are as well. So we're looking forward to a bright future and make sure that we don't get forgotten.
Brent Carney, News Channel 2.
And we are polling you on Facebook on how you feel about driverless cars. So far, the votes are 192 say yes, and 549 overwhelmingly say no. In the hopes of